Aloha, beautiful family, soul tribe. How are you today? Most of you been sleeping well or not sleeping much like myself. Many of us have been working 24/7 and doing a lot of work in our dream time. There's so much going on as you are well aware of, I'm sure. I'm just going to put my readers on so I could see who's jumped on. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Ben. Hi, Nikita. Robert. I miss you, Ben, but I hope you're doing well back there in San Diego. Aloha, Marvin. So, my heart is a bit heavy. There's so much going on around us, and for some of you, you've been directly affected by the fires, the hurricanes, or the earthquakes. So God bless you, and I hope that you make your way back, to a happy, healthy home, and back to your jobs, and back to your families, and so much more. So, I just want to first of all clarify and say that I don't make predictions. I'm not here to make a prediction, but I am here to express myself from my heart and based on the dreams that I have been having and the messages that have been coming to me between the hours of 2 and 4 in the morning for the last 3 weeks. I've been being guided to just say out loud, I love you, I love you, I love you, to visualizing heaven on earth, peace on earth. And if you've been following my posts, the whales have been channeling through and expressing their concerns for humanity and the fact that we are not progressing at the rate that they were hoping as a whole in order to make the shift, in order to change the frequency and the vibration of the planet. Now, I can't tell you for certain why these catastrophic occurrences are happening. I don't have a clear indication whether it's Mother Earth doing a cleansing, her being upset to what humanity is doing, or if this is man-made. I have my own speculations, and I'm sure you have yours as well. But I feel at this time it really doesn't matter where it's coming from. What really matters the most is, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do as a society, as human beings, as part of communities, as mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, aunties, uncles? What are we willing to do to make sure that the next 7 generations have clean water, have nutritious food to eat that's not contaminated or laced with GMOs and what have you? What are we willing to do? Not to think about what we're going to do, because there is no more time. We need to act now, not think about what are we going to do a week from now, a month from now. As I have expressed previously, we are in go time. That means step into your I am God presence or be gone. Some of you who live on the West Coast, or maybe even in the Midwest, perhaps you may feel or think that you're completely safe and nothing's going to happen, or that something could happen, but it's not going to happen in your lifetime. It's probably going to happen after we pass away. But the probability that something is going to happen, whether it be a flooding, a tsunami, an earthquake, a hurricane, is more than likely it's going to happen where you live in this lifetime. Again, I'm not here to make any predictions. I'm just basing it on what I know, what's been shown to me in my dream time and in my awake time, in all realities. So I just want to share that my feeling is it would be in your best interest and the interest of your families and your friends to start preparing for what the worst could happen. And I'm not talking about years from now. I'm talking about weeks to months from now. That something probably is going to happen where you live. Are you prepared? Do you have all the resources that you need? Do you have a way to communicate with your loved ones in the event your cell phones are not going to work? In terms of where are you guys going to meet up? What kind of plan are you going to put in place? Do you already have one in place? I hope you do. Because, you know, so many thousands and thousands of people, millions, if you calculate it globally, have been affected without any preparation whatsoever. You know, when I used to be a full-time nanny, the last family that I worked for, they were right in the middle of the Ring of Fire in the San Diego area. And this was not their first time being in that kind of situation. And so based on what I knew and what source creator would share with me, I was prompted to share with the family on how to get prepared. They'd never even been camping before. You're talking about a very linear family who never even put their feet in the grass. And so for me at that time, I was really scared and nervous to tell them, you know, to go pull some cash out of the bank, to go buy some cases of water and food rations and sleeping bags and a tent and everything. Because I was really putting myself out there. But it was worth it to me because I had to take into consideration lives of other people other than my own. And that's really what we should be doing. Not thinking about ourselves, but thinking about everyone else as a whole, as a community, as a tribe. And so I just shared with them. And I didn't care if they thought I was crazy. I didn't care if they called me and told me not to come back to work the next day, because it was my responsibility, as I felt, to protect these people that I worked for, because they became my family after taking care of their daughters, you know, 5 days a week. They were like my children, and trusting me with their children and trusting me in their home. We all, you know, we became family. And so, yeah, I was nervous to express that. Now, the beauty of it is two things. One, I did come to work the next day and found all the camping stuff lined up by the front door because the fires were less than a mile away from their home. Now, two, the fires were put out, and so then therefore their lives were not in jeopardy. Actually, 3 things. So their homes were spared, their lives were spared, and now they're prepared. They have everything that they need for when that time comes. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And if you really pay attention to what's happening around our planet, you should know that it could very easily happen right where you live. So, I'm putting myself out there to you and expressing my concerns for your well-being, for your safety, because I love you and I care about you. I don't want to see anyone get left behind. But it's ultimately not up to me. It's up to God, Creator, Source, whatever you choose to call him or her. It's not up to me. And I can honestly, wholeheartedly say that I have done all I can and will continue to do all I can, along with many other light workers and people who do the work that I do. And we've been working 24/7 since the earthquakes and the hurricanes and the fires started. So we are in service completely to you, humanity. In my last video, I expressed that I am here for you during this time. If you're experiencing fear, confusion, anxiety, no one reached out to me, and I found that very surprising. If you are experiencing any of these emotions, I am extending myself out to you again. I am here. You can text me, you can email me, you can private message me on Facebook. We have gone past that phrase of we are in auspicious times. We are in critical times. And there is no time to waste, no haste, no waste. So I'm just here to express my concerns because I care about you and I love you. I just want to make sure that you are fully ready and equipped, and that you have talked with your families, your friends, and made sure that you got everything covered the best that you can. Now you can choose to heed my words or not. That's up to you. I'm not here to force anything on you. I'm just expressing from my heart to yours. And again, I'm not here to make any predictions or assumptions. It's more of a knowingness based on what's been happening the last few weeks, and understanding why I'm in Colorado and not in California, and why many of us light workers have been shifted around to hold space and anchor in the light and the love from the different areas that we have been brought to. So I just want to leave you with that as what I call what I'm doing, planting a seed. And that's all I'm here to do, is just plant the seed. It's up to you to decide, what are you going to do with this seed? Are you going to water it? Or are you just going to let it be? That's up to you. But know that no matter what you decide, that I love you, that I will hold you in my heart, and no matter what comes, we will get through it through the grace of God, through the grace of faith and trust. If you can hold those things with me, we can get through anything. anything. So I'm just going to read a little bit. Yes, Briananda. Briananda, thank you. Briananda is also a gifted clairvoyant, and she's in San Diego. Yes, healing for Earth angel beings. She's expressing she was told that we need to end the battle within ourselves. This is so true. So we may win the spiritual battle we are about to partake in. So, yeah, it goes back to self-love. That was one of the messages that the whales channeled, or not channeled through me, but they showed up in my dream time. And, you know, going into our self-love is going to help raise the vibration. My brother Douglas Holzman, he's putting himself out there as being available to you as well. He's also on Facebook. We've expressed this before, and we want to reiterate that we are here for all of you. So I'm just going to go through and read these, which I have not done before, because usually the messages just come through me, and then it's time to say goodbye. Nikita, I love you too, beautiful goddess. Keep shining your light and doing your work. Maria Ramirez, I love you too. Ben, you've been feeling these things as well. Yeah, I know. Share with me later about your crazy detailed dreams, and I'll share with you mine. Yeah, so a lot of us who are already in that higher frequency of vibration have been receiving messages and feeling a lot of what I expressed with you just now. Briananda has also been dreaming of the whales nightly. The whales are very strong beings. They have been here the longest on the planet, above and over human beings. And they carry a lot of memory, a lot of records. Oh, a lot of records, like the Akashic records. Christina, love you too. Briananda is also expressing that I gave her chills, that I made her dreams and messages from the baby and mother whale that visits her nightly, and more whales are coming to speak with her. And she didn't understand it until now. So thank you, Briananda, for sharing that. You know, we're all here for each other, and sometimes when one is expressing something, it kind of gives us that aha, like, oh, now I understand it, now I get it. And so I'm happy that I could be that for you, so now you understand about your whale visits and your dreams. Christina had very intense visions of fires last night. Erica Rose, thank you. Keep the fire lit and the water's flowing. I'm with you too. Thank you. Douglas has put his phone number on there. If you didn't see it in the stream, I'll repeat it. It's 402-841-2852. My phone number is 619-415-9214. My email is cstranslator33@gmail. I know, brother, you always got my back. That was Douglas, I know. So I'm just going to leave you with that, and I just can't emphasize more than what I've already shared. Again, I'm not a prediction maker. I'm not here to make those claims. I'm just expressing and sharing with you what's been shown to me and to others. I'm also speaking on behalf of a very clairvoyant relative of mine. I'm not going to disclose the name, but very powerful information. So I've shared with you what I can. Again, just planting the seed, and it's up to you to decide what do you want to do with this knowledge and information that I've passed along forward. So I'm just going to leave you with that, and food for thought. There's no need to go into fear, panic, or anxiety with this information I've shared. Just stay centered, stay grounded, and if you're having trouble doing that, reach out to myself or Douglas or anyone else who wishes to offer their services to you. And yeah, through collectiveness, through open hearts, faith, trust, and staying in your heart space and self-love, we will get through every and anything. So I love you so much. Thank you for watching this video. Please share it with as many people as you possibly can to get the message out so that no one gets left behind. Aho mitakuyasin, all my relations. Love you.